Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another roster review. Let's first give a shout out to today's holotable hero, Fenway and his guild, OG Fists of the Empire. So looks like they're affiliated themselves with the Empire, nice. So as always, I've been doing this now for a while, so kind of slowly figuring the format. So first we'll just go through some notes that today's hero gave to me, just what they're looking for in terms of what advice. We'll go through the factions in their roster and then just point out a few things to work on, and then finally reveal the plan and in terms of order of priorities. So let's go ahead and view their roster. They're at 7.5 mil GP, which it's very good, it's not bad at all. But let me actually give you some background. Now they said they basically started the game right from the start. However, they did stop playing after a few years, and then they missed for about three plus years. So they weren't playing for 3 years, and then they started again last summer. So then when they restarted, they were at 5 million GP, and now they're only at 7.5, well, nearly 7.6. So very big progress, obviously, since they started again. So since then, they unlocked Kylo, unlocked Jabba, Imperial Troopers for the assault battles, and as well as some of the other teams. Also, they recently as well unlocked Starkiller, so they're doing really well. Now, fleet-wise, they only have Negotiators, so they're slowly starting to plan on going for Leviathan. In terms of mods, obviously, they didn't play for 3 years, so they are missing out on some mod in terms of, the depth of the inventory. They're aware of it, slowly building out, the better mods. I did have a look at the mods. Overall, they are more or less, as with previous reviews, more or less in the right place. It's just a case of rolling them, slicing them, just hopefully getting more speed. But the base, more or less, it's okay. Nothing, I won't really talk about mods. I think they're on the right track. They just need more time. So what really we'll be looking at as we'll be going through the roster is what units really to work on, because they say they've recently unlocked a lot of conquest units, kind of pretty much all at once. Improving grounds, I can relate in one smaller account. I also have lots of now conquest units unlocked. I just haven't got around at gearing them up. We can actually see at the top here they do have Bane, which is nice. But they also have Dark Ray, they've got Malicos, they got Maul, Ezra Exile, Trench. So they're just wondering what to do in terms of gearing those up. As well, hoping to unlock Jedi Knight Cal Kestis to add to Jedi Master Luke, so then gas can move to 501st, because looks like they're still using gas with JML, so they're thinking, should I be doing that? But they didn't start yet the Jedi Cal journey yet. So yeah, lots to think about in terms of priorities. Then, as mentioned before, they are looking to increase their fleet rank, to increase the daily crystal income. So going for Leviathan kind of makes sense. And then in terms of Galactic Legends, they're not sure who they should go for. Leia, Jedi Master Kenobi, Sith Eternal. Which Galactic Legend should be their next one? Which actually is a very straightforward answer once we get to their actually looking at the roster, which the next Galactic Legend should be. And then in terms of any other squads and things like that, anything else that I would recommend. Okay, so as always, I will be just going through the factions where there is something to talk about. I will not, in the interest of saving time, I will not go through their entire roster here, just the ones that we can mention. So they do have Jabba and some of obviously those bounty hunters there. Obviously the one we will want to work on is Cad Bane for Jedi Master Kenobi, because at some point in the plan we will be going for Jedi Master Kenobi there. Let's have a look at the clones, what I have noted down here. Similar like Cad Bane, obviously Clone Sergeant Cody will work for them for Jedi Master Kenobi at some point. And we do want to slap an Omicron on Captain Rex. You do have him already Relic 5, so might as well get an Omicron on him, and it'll really help you out in Grand Arena setting. In terms of the droids, they do have the GG droid squad kind of relic up, except Magna Guard, and Magna Guard is needed for Jedi Master Kenobi anyways. So for those two reasons, Magna Guard should be on the list as well of getting it to relics. And then Empire. So I had a look at their requirements, and they've got all the requirements done for Sith Eternal except Throne. So which Galactic Legend to go for next? Just get thrown through Relic 6 and you can unlock Sith Eternal Emperor in a couple of weeks time or something. So that should be your first Galactic Legend to unlock next. I know Sith Eternal isn't like the best Galactic Legends, but in Grand Arena, Territory Wars, especially at your GP, maybe a bit lower, you'll pretty much be able to solo most teams out there, especially if you add Wallet. So, you know, having Sith Eternal on offense will give you huge flexibility. So definitely get Thrown down, get Sith Eternal unlocked, and then we'll move on with the rest. In terms of Ewoks, obviously we will be working as well for Nisa, on Nisa as well, just start farming her to 7 stars for Leia. And then obviously we will want as well get a Dark Ray up and running to boost your Supremida Kylo Ren squad. In terms of Galactic Republic, yeah, they do have Commander Ahsoka Tano, not geared up. Not too mad at it because, well, she has some uses, I guess, in a Padme squad. Like, she's really shines, I guess, with Jedi Master Kenobi. So yeah, we'll definitely be looking at Commander Ahsoka Tano, get her, you know, ready in time for unlocking of Jedi Master Kenobi. And then same thing, speaking of Master Kenobi, we will need to work Alia. On Alia, then they do have Kiadi Mundi as well as Relic 5. So what I would do, like Captain Rex, get Omicron slapped on Qui-Gon Jinn, and then, you know, together with Anakin, you can just nuke a lot of squads in Grand Arena. It's really fun, really satisfying, and very useful. Now let's look at the Jedi. Remember, they were thinking of going for Jedi Knight Cal, go for that journey as well, so they can then boost Jedi Master Luke, and then they can move gas out of Jedi Master Luke lineup, because looks like that's where they've been using him. How about this? Go for Ezra Exile and use Ezra Exile with Jedi Master Luke. That's going to be actually a much better boost than Jedi Knight Cal, I think, if you do go for Ezra, and you don't need to actually, you know, gear up 4 units to gear 12 just to unlock Jedi Cal. Just work on Ezra and just leave Jedi Cal alone for the time being. That's what I would do at least. And then for Mandalorians, what we want to work on here, obviously we need Django as well as Bo, especially Bo need to farm her up, right, for unlocking a Jedi Master Kenobi. Then also what we will want to do is as well gear up Canderous, gear up Maul at some point, you know, so that you do have a Maul Mandalorian squad. It's a very fun and powerful team as well to use in Grand Arena. Maybe in Cabra 1 not as useful, but, you know, looking at their GP, they're probably much lower than that, so they will still be able to get use of a Maul Mandalorian squad. Now in terms of the Rebels, what we will want to work on is obviously some Leia requirements. We need to farm up Drogon, we need to farm up as well Lobot, we need to farm up Redis as well at some point, right? Because we will want to work on Profundity as well. And then let's have a look at their Sith. Yeah, where is he? Where is he? Savage. They've got Treya, Omicron. Treya and Savage, Omicron, they go hand in hand as well. You will want to gear up Savage. You will want to slap an Omicron on him because it will really boost your Treya pretty much kind of, you know, to the GL status level, to be honest. So I would definitely want to do that at some point. And then in terms of Unallianced Force users, they did just unlock Starkiller, so do slap an Omicron on him, right? At minimum, like this one, this is the one you want to apply. Then the second one is this. It's a nice to have, but really this is the core one that you will want to apply. And then we've got as well Cal. We need to work on Cal, Malicos, and Seer, so that you get as well Malicos Unaligned Force User Squad lineup, which means also you will need some Omicrons here. One for Seer lead, that should be the first one, and then Malicos one, whichever is giving him, I can't remember, whichever is giving him assists whenever Unaligned Force users are using special abilities. And then you can also work on not Commander Ahsoka Tano, Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano as well, just to complete this Seer Malicos squad, because then you can have Seer, Malicos, Cal, Fulcrum, and then you can just, I don't know, chuck, guess one of the Kylos, whichever is available in there, and they will do nicely. And then let's look at the ships. So as they mentioned before, they only have Negotiator unlocked, so you will definitely want to have another GL ship. And because they already said they're kind of mostly there with the Leviathan farms, we'll just finish off the Saith farm first. So you need to farm up these ships to 7 stars, so you can then start unlocking Leviathan. So that's kind of going through the roster, what we will work on, and now let's actually go ahead and, as always, look at the plan just that we get an idea of, you know, priorities and how we want to kind of stagger these things. So as mentioned before, let's just get this out of the way. Throne should be your first unit that you get to Gear 13, Relic 6, and this will give you then instantly Sith Eternal Emperor. You've got everything else, all the other requirements as far as I've seen, already ready to go. So just get it out of the way, and you know, you've got another Galactic Legend in your roster to help you in Grand Arena. Territory battles as well, actually, and territory wars. Now in terms of obviously farming, we'll just prioritize first all the Leviathan farms, so we need to work on all the ships to 7 stars. You also need to get Sortie as well farmed up to 7 stars for Leviathan. And then we'll kind of start working a little bit on your Unaligned Force user, getting Seer as well as Cal. And then we'll kind of farm up the requirements for Galactic Legends. So I think for Kenobi requirements, the only non-7-star character they had is Bo-Katan, so then you will want to farm her first. And then you can slowly start farming Leia requirements, because that will follow after my plan, I guess. It's not included in my plan, but at least start preparing these units, because obviously after you've done Kenobi, Malachus, then you'll start working on Leia requirements. Farm up Radus as well, because then you can as well do Profundity and Leia, you know, after you do the Malachus. So that would go off my plan already going forward. But at least you are ready with these characters at 7 stars to go for the next GL ships and the next GL unit. Then in terms of gearing, again, just get Throne first out done, get Savage done as well to boost your Treya squad. You can do this straight away. Same thing for Ezra, get Ezra geared up, so then he can slot in a Jedi Master Luke squad. And then we'll start gearing up first Jedi Master Kenobi requirements, which are these 3, CAD and both clones. Then we'll start kind of as well Magna Guard, right? He's as well for Jedi Master Kenobi. Then Sortie, get her as well up and running for Leviathan. And then here, while you're farming Cal and Seer, you can start working there on Malachus, Ahsoka's, Alia as well for Jedi Master Kenobi. And you kind of got that done. Then we'll be gearing up Dark Ray. Like, I didn't prioritize Dark Ray too much because she only boosts Kylo, right? But probably it's much more useful, you know, for your roster where you are at to get more teams first rather than just boost Kylo. So that's why she's kind of like halfway through the plan where we'll be working on Rey. Same thing then here, we'll be working on Maul, Candy, Bo-Katan, get that Mandalorian squad up and running. Then we can as well here gear up the rest of the Unaligned Force user squad. And then we can start already here gearing up Leia's requirements and Profundity requirements just to get ready for the next step. And then to relicking, it kind of just follows, I guess, the pattern of gearing more or less. But what we want to do first here, obviously with Throne and Savage out of the way, you want to first just relic up all your Leviathan requirements. So these guys already have at Gear 13, they already have relics, you just have to push the relics further. Malak, Revan, Basti, HK, Sith Assassin, Sith Empire Trooper, and Sith Trooper, all of these you can just start relicking after you've done with Throne and Savage. And then obviously we need to as well finish off their Sortie. And at this point you will as well be unlocking Leviathan. So one quick Galactic Legend, Leviathan probably will take some time for relics. And after done that, we have a whole chunk of relics here to get Jedi Master Kenobi unlocked. So we got Alia, Cad Bane, both clones, Magna Guard, Jango, Grievous, Bo-Katan, Yoda and Shakti. So this will then give you Jedi Master Kenobi. After we've done all the Jedi Master Kenobi here farms, actually what as well, right, is for Jedi Master Kenobi. Then we also want to do Commander Ahsoka Tano, right, while you're unlocking Jedi Master Kenobi, get Ahsoka up and running. So once you do unlock Kenobi, you've got Ahsoka ready to go. And then we can as well here take a quick break before I would suggest that you then continue with the other guys. Get your unaligned force user squad complete here as well, relic tab. And then here as well, you know, clear up the rest of the gearing queue, like Dark Ray, get her relic tab, Fulcrum, Maul, Canderous. Get these guys done just that you complete obviously your unaligned force user squad, you build out your Mandalorian squad, and then you can start as well relicking up profundity requirements, and after that layer requirements. So then you can quickly follow this up in a few months time after my plan completes as well, just work on profundity and layer. So this will be kind of my suggestion in terms of order of priorities, you know, but as always, feel free to adapt it. It's just what I would do in your place, but definitely get thrown up to Relic 6. You can unlock Sith Eternal in a couple of weeks time most likely. Alright, hopefully this video was useful and helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.